All right, folks, we are back to the amazing sounds of Total War Rome, in this case, Total War Rome Remastered. We've got a little bit of defense to do here. We got to go take out some Egyptians, or maybe we're sallying out, I can't remember. Fight night battle. We don't have that option yet. Anyway, let's go fight this battle. This is where we left off. So I hope y'all are enjoying. Okay, yeah, it looks like we're either sallying or we're defending. I can't remember which choice we made. I'll know shortly. But if you are watching this so far, appreciate it. If you do enjoy it, please make sure to take the time to leave a comment, push like on the video, do those things that help a YouTuber out, that help spread my content to more folks through your interaction.
This battle will be done.
Here, let's listen to a general speech.
It's in our hands. Brave sons of Greece, fight well and earn the favor of the gods.
All right, so let's see if we can earn the favor of the gods here. Are they attacking me? I can't remember what's going on. Like if I'm sallying out, or they attack. They deployed way far back, which is strange. Makes me wonder if I was having to sally out against them. I guess we'll find out here pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and start the battle. If the AI doesn't start moving to the gates, then one can assume they are moving towards the gates. I'm not sure why they deployed so far back. Well, we know we're going to need militia hoplites guarding these entry points. They have 4 rams, so we potentially have to defend 4 different spots. We do know that the AI absolutely loves to work the main gates. I'm going to deploy my guys a little farther back this time so that hopefully we don't end up with that kind of popcorn thing going on where their guys just like start forcing their way through ours. It looks like we have one headed towards this spot. And again, I'm gonna deploy just a little bit further back than I have been. I think we're gonna have one group of enemies enter here, and then probably one to enter here. All right. I think I'm gonna keep my general somewhat near just in case we start to have like a problem with leadership. I do have a single unit of peltist as well, and I might put that single unit of peltist right here just to kind of throw their javelins at people. Let's see, I do believe we have our defenders in the right spot. Everybody should already be on a guard mode because of the hoplite phalanx. We're in position to kind of just let them come through the gates and get mowed down. At least I feel like we are. Yeah, we're not right on top of the entrance here, so hopefully it allows us to survive some kind of push that they put together. We've got our peltists javelining the peasants out here. Stinky peasants. They deserve it. Yeah, peltists are not very useful in this game, unfortunately. They're quite useful in Rome 2. They're rather useless in Rome 1. You can see they've already used their javelins and didn't even rout a peasant unit. So like I said, fairly useless. Now, when one gate opens, a lot of times the AI will kind of just take everything towards that gate, but sometimes they'll spread out and hit multiple spots. They do have bowmen. That's a little bit concerning to me. Multiple units of bowmen. I actually may run my general back here. That is such weird pathfinding, but I guess it is probably the fastest way to get there. Alright, I'm going to run my general over there because I may decide to take him out of the gate. Are their bowmen? Their bowmen aren't going to stop and shoot me. CA, please.
The enemy are through the walls. Now we must fight all the harder in our defense.
Well, I mean, I guess in my defense, CA, please more of this, because those bowmen could have been a problem for me, but instead they're just going straight into the Egyptian sausage grinder here to be insta-routed. Well done. AI right on top of things. I appreciate them. Here comes some Nubian spears and peasants. I can hear our towers firing, so hopefully they're getting a few kills too. And your towers will kill a fair number of enemies. I thought I heard my towers firing, now I don't. As we get larger gates, we should be able to get the burning oil and stuff as well.
The enemy are through the walls. Now we must fight all the harder in our defense.
I like how the peasants found a trident to bring to battle. Or a pitchfork, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't give him credit on the trident. It's probably a pitchfork. They picked it up from the hay stall. Yeah, here's a tower firing. And see, that tower should leave a nice little trail of dead bodies here. It'll start to have some effect. I'm a little too close to the gates here, but I don't have any time to reform. Our slightly further back positioning seems to be paying dividends. The AI is getting absolutely massacred as they come through the gates. And it looks like the AI is doing its thing now, where it's going to start trying to shove almost everybody through a single gate, the exception being over here. And let's see how we do. The AI is trying to hold their phalanx formation coming through the gate, and they actually do a pretty respectable job of accomplishing that, but it didn't last too long. Oh, shoot. Look at that, the units just piled in, and we got problems over here now. Yeah, that is problematic indeed. Let's just hope that the severe losses on the other fronts may start to stack up. The pathfinding's so bad, it's going to be hard for me to get another unit over there to support my guys, who probably will rout at this point because they're just getting absolutely pushed by far too many units. Once we get the rout contagious over here and we push some of these units back, I can probably reform and take care of those guys. But regardless, we're off to a good start. Oh, they're about to do it here too. I should have backed up a little farther still. Yeah. We were still a little too close over here. I'm going to start running some units over here. My unit is going to rout here soon, and we're going to need some reinforcements. The pathfinding in these city battles is just horrendous, though. Like, I mean, it is horrendous. Something that would have been nice to see it get, and maybe it did get improved, I don't know, but I know that was something, like, look at this, Peltus just won't move. Yeah, look at him stuck. I don't know, like, they get stuck in weird positions. I just cannot get them to respond, it's not going to happen. Okay, we lost a unit over there. I'm going to have to get this unit into position, and see, now they're reforming all stupid. Getting caught in combat. I'm going to try and get them into phalanx position, but they're already acting stupid now too. The Egyptians are starting to get somewhat of an advantage here. This is not good. I cannot get my guys. They won't reform properly because they touched the enemy troops. And then again, like I said, the pathfinding inside the settlements is so utterly atrocious. I'm trying to get reformed here, but we have units coming up on our flank. And my Peltus, oh, they're in skirmish mode. That's why they wouldn't move. They were locked because of skirmish mode. Alright, well, we're doing good over here. We're still holding in the middle. I'm going to get a little bit of a flank attack here with my Peltist, and hopefully we can make something contagious here. We're still overall winning, I believe. The AI has a Egyptian chariot archer unit out here, though, that's needs to still be dealt with. This unit, I don't think they're going to do well. They've been kind of already beaten a little. They are now headed for that other gate. That's not good. Got a little bit of an issue here. I think I'm going to pull another phalanx unit in this direction. We'll go ahead and cover this gate up. And we are winning here. I think overall the situation's still good for us. Alright, yeah, they're bringing more troops in through that gate, but we should be able to stop them. They don't really have anything very successful going on here. Alright. The Egyptian chariot archer general is going to be one of the last units. I don't know what these guys are doing, but hopefully they'll stand there a little longer. That'd be great for me. Yeah, I didn't really want you to do that. That's a little bit much. I'm gonna turn these guys around and run back the other direction. I'm trying to finish off these units here. And we are going to be successful in so doing. And see if we can head these guys off. I'm gonna run my general back this direction. Yeah, we're about to finish this one up. Once the AI loses a few more units here, we're gonna see a complete collapse. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna roll my commander up through here and chase some of these routing units and force those peasants out as well. Should be a safe scenario for our general. Yeah, bunch of fleeing units now. Whole bunch of fleeing units. I don't know exactly where the enemy commander is gonna make his approach. He's not started that approach yet, but we'll want to be careful. Chariots are very dangerous in this game. They do a tremendous amount of damage. Sometimes cavalry can stop the lighter chariots, sometimes they don't. It is a big risk, both because of the arrows flying and because of all the other factors for us to take our general anywhere near the Egyptian chariot archer general. We want to get away from those arrows flying from our own tower too. I'm just going to mop up some of these routing units so I don't have to hear from them over and over again. Hopefully we'll speed the approach of the Egyptian general. Okay, we're good here. I'm gonna bring my peltis inside here. Alright, so I'm moving some hoplites to cover up all the entrances again, so wherever the chariot archer general comes in, we'll be ready and prepared. Our own commander managed to get a good number of kills there on all those routing units. Let's go ahead and move farther over here. Let's just get these units out of the way. Awesome. There we go. All right, here comes the chariot archers. Let's see which way they decide to come in. Chariots are very dangerous units. Like I said, that bad things can happen really quick with chariots. I don't want them to really get any room to maneuver, but at the same time, like, we may still have issues with them doing their mass force thing. I'm gonna actually go ahead and start pulling these units further back this way because the chariot archers look like they're headed for the main gate. The question is whether they're gonna sit and shoot or whether they will come inside. I think they will come inside. We definitely don't want them to sit and shoot. They'll have a lot of ammo. They'll cause a lot of damage. Here they come, and let's hope our little phalanx can hold here. There we go, there we go. Perfect, good start. 3 charioteers, 4, 5. They're just getting mowed down on the front of that phalanx. 6, 7, 8, 9. Haha, we are the count now. Awesome. So the Egyptian chariot archer general is getting stuffed. Hopefully their commander dies as a result of this. That would be really good for us. Yes.
The enemy general is dead. His men
Perfect.
know their doom
In
and
the battle. Alright, we finally made it through the turn-in. Guess what? The Armenians have not had enough butt-kicking yet. They came back and said, Heir, look, we appreciate the sound thrashing that you gave us earlier, but we really need more. It was such a good lesson. We came back, and we need another lesson. They actually brought one of their commanders, which is great too, because it'll be another one of their family members to go to the grave. Units out of the walls, and we are approaching the Armenian formation up here on the hill. I could take the time to outmaneuver them, but I am utterly unconcerned with their ability to protect themselves. I'm going to get all my units into a line here. I want them to hold a cohesive line as good as possible as we approach, so I'm going to get them all back in line, as you can see. Now with everybody in line and fresh, we're going to make a move towards the Eastern infantry, and we're going to have to start entering phalanx on this side first, so we're going to be prepared to do that. Get my hand on the F2 key here, and right about now should work. Oh, they actually didn't countercharge yet, but my guys took a long time to enter phalanx, so it's a good thing I hit it early. and all of their guys are going to come running straight into the waiting arms of my phalanxmen. And the pajama infantry will be pushed back rather easily, rather quickly. We're going to take a few losses because we didn't have our pikes in completely optimal formation here, but nonetheless, it'll work. Am I crazy? Like, how are the pajama men lasting this long? Okay. I'm going to start pushing the enemies backwards here. And we should see the Eastern infantry fall apart rather quickly. This one's lasting an annoyingly long time because my hoplite's got a weird attack on them. Awesome. Here comes another Eastern Horn charge here. We definitely want to be careful of that Eastern General. That is a dangerous unit indeed. And we knocked out another unit of the Easterns. And I'm going to let my militia cavalry actually soften that Eastern General just a little bit. We've kind of gotten into a bit of a mess over here. Alright, there's the Eastern General. Some of my units are routing. That is militia hoplites for you. They get hit with a heavy cavalry of some sort and, you know, don't have a perfect pike phalanx set against it, and that'll happen. The enemy's going after my general now. Understandable. I did keep a couple of units in reserve here. I was hoping to not need to call on them. That Eastern General is giving us, I mean, an absolute load of grief right now. Well, I was hoping to not have to get my general involved, but we are clearly going to have to get our general involved. Their Eastern General is giving me a lot of problems, and their mercenaries over here won't die either. I'm going to try and roll in on that Eastern General and finish him off, and hopefully put the finishing touches here. They're down to only 7 entities.
The enemy general is running away. This is
Somehow their general's not dead yet, though.
But in battle, it is beyond belief.
Kill him! Send him home in a casket. There we go.
And now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
Indeed it is. Alright, I'm going to continue this for a moment and go run down some of their soldiers. I had this unit in a skirmish mode. It's not now, though. So we killed their general. That's one of their family characters, by the way, so it's worth killing their general when you have the opportunity, because it's one of their family members down the tube. And that will help disrupt their family. Hopefully, you know, like, give them less leaders, less capability, right? It's all a matter of trying to weaken their overall ability to wage war, or desire to wage war, and ending their family bloodlines seems like a good step there. Awesome. So we have pretty well wiped out the Armenian force. We took a lot of losses in the process, so not great, but we got it done. Right, with Hatra free of siege, of course probably only for a single moment, we do need to retrain her garrison troops because we took a pretty big beating there. And we need to get a building queued up because there is no building queued at the moment. And this settlement could use a lot of things, but the opportunity to have a militia barracks would be nice. Seleucia is looking pretty good. People talked about how we should be building watchtowers. You know, let's give that a try real quick. I believe we can take my army out. Well, I don't want to take every unit out of the settlement.
Yes, Stradago. Yes, my lord. My lord. Yes, yes.
I'll leave like a few units in the settlement just to give it a little bit of protection.
Move out.
That's still mad. And then if we... This may not be the ideal place to build it, but I'm going to try and remind myself like how to build the watchtower. It's right here. Cannot build a watchtower in another faction's territory. My bad. Okay, so maybe let's move back just a hair.
Forward.
We can build forts, if I remember right, and you can protect those forts to keep people away from your city, which is another option for us to remember to... Why can't we build this? Is it because we've moved this turn? This is an invalid position for a fort. To open building details. I don't understand why we can't build the watchtower here.
Onward.
Can I put it here? There's mercenaries to recruit. We still can't build the watchtower, huh?
My lord.
Okay. Maybe we have to be standing still out there for a turn. Well, I don't want to leave Seleucid with that much unrest at the moment, so I'm just going to put that army back in. We are busy retraining. I was trying to take this leader over to Antioch. I would have liked to have had them in Tarsus, but I had to pull my leader away, and we're going to make our first attempt at actually capturing an enemy settlement here.
Begin the siege.
And we're going to need some equipment to do it. They must have actual walls, because it says it's a minor city. Because it's giving us the option to build. We don't want ladders or anything else of the sort, because we certainly don't want our phalanx units fighting on the walls. I'll build some sapping points and rams, and we'll just kind of leave it at that. And kind of just keep these guys sieged in. So we're going to do the maintain siege. They do not have good capability there. We need to do some retraining here as well. So retraining underway. Our income is looking good again. I really need to get some watchtowers built. I have an extra leader here, but getting him to Tarsus all the way and safe is a concern for me. It's a dear concern, in fact. But having an extra leader here is a big deal. I could actually maybe go on the move with one army and start to build another garrison. But I don't know. We're going to be limited on funds. Let's just try and hold where we're at and expand across one front towards Egypt for the moment. Now, Egypt controls this territory over here, so there is a settlement somewhere out here in the desert, probably right around here. Did I ever recruit another diplomat? Let me take a look at my...
My lord?
Okay, where is... Okay, so we recruited him over here. Let's go ahead and do some scouting in this direction. And I might walk this diplomat all the way over here just to pick up some intel along the way. Let's take... So we had an enemy army route. A settlement was besieged, but we took care of that. Trait increases taken care of. All right, things looking good. We've handled everything there. We're sitting on a nice pile of cash, good income. We want to keep it nice and steady. Let's take a look at our buildings. I believe this means we are building, yeah, we're building in every location, so that's good. We do not have an idle settlement. You do not want idle settlements. It will result in bad things, and I'm trying to keep that income high so that we can continue to improve our settlements. Here comes Parthia up to something there. I would like to get a merchant out and have them do some work. I think we have to have a market built or something like that to recruit a merchant. We'll see whether we have it available or not. Oh, are the Greeks going to come fight us too? Because that would be most unfortunate. Speaking of, I probably should have been training some new troops here. It does look like the Greeks want a piece of us. Oh boy, this is going to get interesting. Everybody is out for Seleucid blood. We could assault here. I don't know what the auto-resolve does to us. That seems risky. We've got a single sapping point as our entry. Let's just continue the siege here for another turn. They have another small army nearby. Nothing to be very concerned of. Alright. This is going to be our faction leader. I would love to get our faction leader out into combat. It's just a general over here. Your faction leader getting out and getting combat experience can be pretty helpful, obviously. We're going to retrain some units. We can get Greek cavalry now as well. Honestly, militia hoplites and levy pikes are not all that different from each other than the levy pikes have a little bit higher numbers and a little bit longer sarissas. They're harder to train, though, because you need to have a larger barracks. Same thing with Greek cavalry. So just for the sake of upkeep cost, I think I'm going to grab a couple more of those guys, some Greek cav. Greek cav is just great at running down routing units. Very, very handy for that purpose. Hatra, still building. Okay. Hey, for you all who know about watchtowers, can you do me a favor and remind me in the comments Does my army have to have been still for a turn? Like, why wouldn't it let me build one there? I don't want to risk leaving an army outside of my settlement and having a rebellion at the moment, just to accomplish that, and I would love it if you all would share that with me. I don't remember exactly what the circumstances are. Honestly, I didn't use watchtowers a whole lot. I do remember forts and being able to build a fort. So, like, for instance, coming up here and building a fort right here at this mountain pass will essentially force the AI into fighting us there. Parthia does have, I believe, what's their capital over here. If we could get Seleucia to upgrade and maintain some semblance of happiness, we could go try and take the Parthian capital of Susa here. I think it's their capital. It could be incorrect, but I'm pretty sure it's their capital. Just grab some more units over there. Again, that's going to take a chunk into my income, but I mean, if we can't defend ourselves, income isn't much going to matter. So we need to be ready. Haven't seen any cities along this path. I mean, just trash stack after trash stack sent to siege me. And I think this is where you all are talking about the forts and stuff coming in handy, because they could essentially get in the way of these guys, and absolutely seems true. But I also have to be able to maintain order in the settlement, which is going to be a struggle at the moment. All right, lots of moves going on around us. Let's just kind of keep an eye out here. I am going to push these guys off of my settlements. I say that. It's a very weak army, but they do have that general there, and I do not have a commander at this settlement, which is a problem for me at the moment. If we watch for like a coming of age situation, we could try and spread out our commanders. Again, we finished some roads and stuff, which is good. That'll help us move faster, should increase trade. We've got all of our siege equipment here. Let's click the assault button. We could auto-resolve with the AI. It does look pretty good for us. And honestly, I don't want to mess with all the long time it's going to take to get through this, so I think I'm going to do that. I am going to quick save here real quick. Let's hit the auto-resolve. It's not that bad, I don't think. Alright, General's Bodyguard did not sustain any casualties. Some of our other units did. A little bit frustrating. I'm trying to remember. So we get the most denarii, and we massacre a big chunk of the population. If we enslave them, I want to say it like sends them out working like in our other settlements, which I'm not sure exactly that that's what we want. Like, I kind of feel like we should exterminate them here. That way they won't really be able to rebel against us, because it's a huge population. And we should still have enough population left to recruit from. Not that much. Or no, that's our garrison. Okay, yeah, we got plenty to pull from here. So we didn't want those Egyptians rising up against us, so we just put them to the sword instead. We can actually get merchants and stuff here too. That is good news. And as far as retraining goes, I cannot retrain my troops here with the current infrastructure. We're going to need to improve, but having the population massacred there essentially gives me the opportunity to kind of fix things up. Let's see, they've probably, yeah, they got a temple to Isis here that we'll want to destroy, and we'll rebuild our own temple. We need to improve roads. They do have an archery range. We can train archers. Let's train a couple of those while we're here. Be handy to have some archers in this army. So we took a city off of Egypt. That increased our income a little. We really do need to push these guys off of us. Let's see what they're made of. That commander in the Pontic cavalry worries me a great deal. If we don't get a good engagement with them, like let's say they get into a flank of our guys and start a rout, it could be quite bad. I don't believe our settlement is at risk of... Let's withdraw from the fight. We have 5 turns. Yeah, 5 turns to run. Okay, no big worry there. The Greeks are standing in my territory, basically goading us into war. So that's good. About to end up with another fight over here. Like, I love this. It was like a couple of turns of peace, and then it's like, no, everybody wants a piece of us. So that's how this is going to go down here. I'm gonna improve the garrisons at pretty much every spot across the Empire. We do have some places that can begin a new building. And we probably want some stuff that's gonna help support public order here. But we also would love to have good recruitment, markets, training of spies and merchants. Paved roads are also good. Let's go sewer. And then Damascus, a rare opportunity to build things. We need to repair our walls. And let's put the temple in there. Tarsus is sieged, so I can't build anything there at the moment. Let's put our trader in here. Alright, so we're building everywhere we can build. There is a Parthian army out here. We could go out and meet it. It's probably going to run away, but like if I leave...
Sir.
This Parthian army out here is tempting to go sally out against it and try and take it down, but we're going to avoid that. There's horse archers in their stack. I don't know what else they have. It could end up being a mess. It's possible that I could go recruit some of my own through mercenaries, but that's just going to eat up a bunch of money, and no real reason to do that at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and end our turn here. I'm really curious to see what the Greeks decide to do here. They look like they are bent on war as well. There's a rebel city down there and a Greek city. Rebel city further up to the north of us. Expansion is going to be tricky here. We're going to have to leave significant settlement garrisons basically everywhere, and then have a couple of armies able to rove around, and as they capture a new settlement, they're going to have to basically secure it and get a garrison in place, because we're going to be counterattacked just constantly. Alright, so Parthia did come to us. They're going to siege Seleucia. Alright, come on. Sometime today, we get it.
We are surrounded.
Oh, they brought reinforcements. Good for them. Egypt's over there too. Everybody wants a piece of this. Everybody wants a piece. Look at this. Will we have a single settlement not sieged at some point during this campaign? Who knows? Who knows? Look at this. Egypt has brought another giant stack over here. So they can't help themselves. Look at this. They have 2 giant stacks. Oh my goodness. What a mess. What a mess. Oh, interesting, interesting. Just so many bad guys. Look at this. Egypt's been defeated multiple times and yet still has multiple stacks. Armenia, how many times are they going to come and lose? They've got horse archers here as well. Let's see whether we can push back any of these sieges. We need to push back some of them. This one, I mean, they have pathetically weak infantry. We do have a Scythian mercenary, which is a bit of an issue, and an Eastern general who's going to be profoundly strong, but it is their faction heir, and if we kill them here, that's pretty big. Come outside of the gates. Their archers are shooting at my hoplites. It's fine. That'll help eat up some of their ammo. I'm moving forward very cautiously, very slowly in a phalanx formation because I need my troops to be in an excellent position to crush the enemy near immediately. And that is what's happening right now. They are doing a straight-on charge right into a phalanx wall. This Eastern mercenary got a little bit of my flank over here. Not loving that situation. There they go. They routed, so no concern. We're just gonna kind of slowly chew our way through their infantry and wear these guys down. We don't want to get in a rush, get that Eastern general inside of a bunch of our phalanxes without them being in the proper formation. So the enemy's falling back, and I'm going to slowly push forward, and we're gonna just keep backing these guys up all the way to the edge of the map. Slowly, methodically take them down. We don't want any mistakes here to take a bunch of casualties. We really want to kill that faction heir. He's got a rather large, rather dangerous Eastern general unit there. Okay, looks like they may be coming back for seconds in the infantry fight, and I am going to get pikes down for the most part. Not a perfect situation, but pretty darn good. And so a whole bunch more of their support infantry is going to get massacred here. This unit right here is going to get the best of it, and they're still not really getting the best of it, so to speak. Many Armenians are dying right now. They continue to spend their javelins and their arrows on me. Not great, but it's good because I have way too many hoplites for them to actually be able to kill. As we whittle their infantry away, I'm going to tighten my formation into a blockier, more capable defensive formation. And again, we're just going to slowly push these guys back all the way to the edge of the map. I may be overreacting here, but I don't think so. You just do not want to underestimate horse archers and Eastern generals. They are potent. Very potent. I'm keeping my own commander and my own cavalry and stuff at a respectful distance here. I'm hoping the Eastern general will get antsy and make a charge on me, because I have a lot of infantry in the vicinity and it is just ready and waiting. Oh, do it, do it, do it, do it! Okay, this is still going to be tough, because remember, general units have double hit points. So they are very powerful, even straight into a phalanx. They are dangerous units, especially these low-tier phalanx units. Now, if these were, like, really souped up, like Sacred Band, Armored Hoplites, there we go. Faction Heir is dead. Now we just have a Horse Archer left to deal with. The commander's unit's now routing, and that should send everything fleeing. We are basically at the edge of the map anyway. That is going to be the ticket to success there. So they lose a Faction Heir and a whole bunch of their troops. I lose very little as a result. So great turnout for us. Really good turnout. Take a look at the stats here. Look at those militia hoplites. Cheap but effective in the right situations. Alright, so Hatra is out of siege yet again. Just give it a couple of turns and we know that she'll be right back in the mix. It's just the way this works at the moment. We're going to continue building here. Some paved roads would be good out here. Better trade. Quicker travel times across our territory. I really want to get rid of these guys as well. However, I don't have a commander unit here, and I'm concerned. I might wait one more turn to see if they go ahead and attack me, because they're probably building siege equipment. The Greeks thought twice and decided to leave. That's a good call on their part. Definitely a smart decision. I wonder if I build enough troops over here. So we're a little short on money at the moment just because we have so many settlements sieged. Or at least I thought we had so many settlements sieged. Not that many at the moment. What has Parthia got here? So Parthia has their faction leader. Now that would be juicy kill indeed. And then they've got just another general. We've got a lot of hoplites here. We might be able to do the same thing to Parthia here. Like, we might be able to sally out here and just slowly push them up against the line. And if we kill the Parthian faction leader here, that's a big go-get. Let's attempt it. Alright, the battle's underway. I got my militia cavalry out of the gates quickly, and there's an opportunity for me to maybe harass and potentially even kill this Eastern Spearman here. Like, I'm kind of toying with it right now. I'm gonna see if I can get an early kill here. Yep, sure can. Alright, that'll take a unit off the table. Sometimes you can pull that off early. It looks like one of my units in a phalanx formation still. They are. I told them all to leave the phalanx formation, but ended up getting messed up anyway. Let's stick all these guys over here. Okay, I'm gonna come position my troops. The AI has reinforcements coming, and they're going to get together with those reinforcements, as they should. I'll come back to you in just a moment when we're actually ready to face the Parthian forces. But again, our objective is going to be just to back them up to the edge of the map and pin them. They're going to be shooting me with a lot of archers. They have the Bedouin archers, horse archers, camel scare horses. Again, things we need to be careful of. Okay, it's kind of strange the way the enemy is maneuvering here. It's almost like they're attacking me. Yeah, I mean, they're maneuvering fairly aggressively close to me here. A lot of it's horse archers, though, and I'm kind of okay with their horse archers wasting ammunition, like out here on a spread-out peltist unit, firing into the front of a phalanx. These things are okay with me. I don't love it, like just having to give up kills, but I'll put up with it for the moment. I'm gonna move my troops forward. The AI is marching like that. They might be okay taking a bit of an infantry engagement against me, and I'm okay with it. Again, out here sucks for my my peltist, but I'm again kind of okay with this at the moment. That is a Bedouin warrior just straight up YOLOing here. Let's take that one while we can get the freebies. Oh my gosh, an Arab cavalry doing the same thing here, just straight up cav YOLO. It's gonna get a few kills because my guys were still moving, but it should be decisively routed. And again, a lot of ammunition being spent on kind of a lowly peltist unit over here, and I'm okay with that. That stupid Bedouin warrior, though, is not... Or, sorry, Arab cavalry is not dying as easy as it should be. So I'm gonna give it some encouragement. There we go. And now I'm going to immediately pull my commander away and let these units reform. We're letting them use a fair bit of their ammo over here. Again, we want to use up their infantry. Oh boy, we're getting charged by an Eastern general over here. Oh, he is just going for broke. Wow. He's going to rout that unit because he's going to hit it so hard. I'm gonna countercharge right here. He's right next to a tower, and I have a ton of infantry there. I'm hoping maybe we can overwhelm him. Well, he just straight up routed that militia hoplite there. Very little issues. They are pushing me over here. They've got an eastern speed. This is actually really kind of a bad situation for me. I'm going to try and retreat my commander. Hopefully he doesn't die, and I'm going to see if I can peel that Eastern general right into the head of that phalanx. This is actually turning into a very bad situation for me here very quickly. Their commanders. Oh my gosh, my general just got absolutely showered with arrows. He got an arrow bath. I'm going to have to pull back over here. I have a lot of units, but the AI is actually maneuvering around me pretty intelligently, and I'm slowly getting chewed up here. I'm gonna take some of these forces and try and make like a little noob box right here. The AI general went headlong into a phalanx again, but again, this is a general unit with double hit points. He'll probably survive that second attempt. My commander needs to get to safety. I got really lucky here. This Eastern mercenary routed. Let's see if we can help lapse that Eastern general a little bit here. I'm trying to get, like I said, back into like kind of a safe noob box formation here. I'm hoping that Eastern general being surrounded by so many spears and other enemies might get routed, but it's not looking great, if I'm being honest. Okay, my commander's back inside the gates, safe.
The gods have filled the enemy general.
Now, oh yeah, there we go. That's good news for us. Let's pull the rest of that cavalry away and let's reform our noob box. I don't know whether we have enough men to withstand this archery barrage, but we're gonna attempt it. They do have a limited amount of ammunition, and then we'll have to charge our noob box. I'm gonna try and just get a route started over here. And I'm going to bring reinforcements to the noob box. Bring our Peltas back over for more targets. I mean, we are going to get chewed up by... Horse archers are a pain to deal with. If we had our own archers, it'd make a big difference. Can we get anything done? Oh, look, look, look. And we're kind of forcing that Eastern General over here closer to our infantry. If I could kill this commander here, that might be enough to convince the rest of their troops to flee, but that Eastern General, we're gonna have to outnumber him terribly and attack him in the rear, I think. Yes! The enemy king is dead. Look, we got that. That is good news for us. Bad news for us is they still have a lot of ammunition. They still have a lot of ammunition. So we're gonna have to just sit here and weather some of that ammunition. This situation just about got out of control, but I think we've got it under control now. Okay, here comes a horse archer unit that feasibly ran out of ammunition. It charged my Peltist and immediately routed it. Not surprised. Peltist is not a unit that I would expect to stand up to a cavalry charge. I'm gonna counter that horse archer with a bunch of my own beaten down militia cavalry. And then I'm gonna fall back from the units that still have ammo. We're gonna let them continue to spend their ammunition. That's about all I can do. Most of the Parthian forces, though, are gonna be in bad shape, like real bad shape. And some of them may choose to flee at this point with their king dead, and that's exactly what it looks like is happening here. Their forces are fleeing. So we are going to get a victory here, an ugly victory. And remember, there's an Egyptian army not far behind these guys, if I remember right. So Seleucia gonna get away with a costly victory here as the Parthians flee. We might be able to run down this, whatever that unit is, just a unit of slingers. I don't know if we'll get to them before they hit the white line, but give chase to it. All right, there we go. Actually, let's continue because I think we can hit it. Yep, there we go. All right, done. Whew, that was a little scary. Our militia cavalry actually ended up doing really well there, getting most of the kills. Yeah, look at that. An Egyptian army standing right behind. I don't even know if we're going to be able to replenish all of our troops. I sure hope we can, because we are in a weakened state. Can't tell if they can reach me or not. It looks like they could. So this could end up being quite bad for me. We'll see. My gosh, man. The adventure never ends over here, does it? Like, it is just... one after the other, crazy scenarios getting lined up. It looks like we cannot slow down recruiting absolutely anywhere. We're gonna need to... I might be able to grab some levy pikemen and ferry it down to this other location. Yeah, we are not gonna be able to take our foot off the gas anywhere. Like, and I mean anywhere. Sardis can start a new construction project. We need to repair their gates. Port would be good at Sardis. That's gonna help me. Okay. Anyway, wow, another episode of just constant battle. We've got multiple Egyptian stacks that need to be dealt with. They're starting to bring in some better troops. They've got a Nile spearman already. The Egyptians, no doubt, have some rather large cities down here, and they start with a lot of territory. And then we're kind of pinched in between a bunch of enemies where they at least have some flanks that are somewhat safe. So their starting position is a little bit easier to manage, in my opinion. I might go ahead and end one more turn. We have settlements besieged. We got rid of some of that. Trait increase. Most advanced faction. That's good. All right. Let's go ahead and end one more turn and see what happens here. I'm hoping that the Pontic forces will just attack me. If they don't, we're going to have to just deal with them. But I figured they may have been building stuff. I don't know if we got a retraining done at Damascus. I hope to goodness we did at both places, because if we didn't, we are in big trouble at Seleucia and Damascus. The Egyptians are just coming with huge numbers of forces. These guys still did not attempt to defeat me in the siege, and there's only 3 turns remaining. They may be trying to siege me out. You all saw what happened in that last fight. It worries me. They just have a bunch of peltists and archers, like a whole bunch of flimsy units. I think what we're gonna do here actually is take reinforcements. I don't need much, but I'll take some reinforcements and come push these guys off and get rid of them this way. So let's go ahead and fight this one before the end of the episode. I've got my reinforcements put together. The Pontian forces deployed further up the hill, which is expected from the AI. They always take the best defensive position they can, the highest points in the woods, stuff like that. That's just the way they're programmed at this point. I'm going to just kind of slow march my phalanx towards their formation. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward for a minute because it's going to take a second to walk up the hill. They're moving a few units out towards my general. I'm going to keep him safe. I've got a spread loose formation of peasants up here just to absorb missile fire and to act as a temptation. I mean, it is always tempting to come collapsing into an indefensible group of peasants. Both the player and the AI. So my phalanx methodically moving into position. We should start to take missile fire from multiple sources. They have peltist and other units available to themselves here. That Eastern General kind of moseying towards us. Okay, let's just kind of keep pushing forward. Again, we're just going to kind of slowly march ourselves up. I feel very confident that we can win this. We just don't want any really blunderous mistakes. Yeah, look at the, like, we are getting hammered by peltist here. Pontic light cavalry, peltist. It's definitely Javelin Day. We don't normally experience Javelin Day outside of Rome 2, but it is Javelin Day right now. That Pontic light cavalry there. Again, we're just going to keep backing these guys up. My peasants managed to get some of their peltist attention over here. I might use my Greek cavalry. What was that, an Eastern infantry? Okay, no big concern. The Eastern infantry is doing all kinds of weird things. Here comes that Pontic general. He's going to blow his charge on the peasants, so I'm going to countercharge him. It's made himself vulnerable to the countercharge here, and we have a much larger unit. We are charging uphill, a little bit concerning, but we have 100 and something man general's bodyguard, and we hit them on the charge. We got a little bit of a mess here where that Pontic light cavalry managed to push hard enough against my phalanx to get kind of through the pikes. The Eastern General is getting absolutely wrapped up right now, and I mean wrapped up hard. And our Greek cavalry, there we go. So our commander, our commander kills their commander. The rest of their forces are almost certainly going to flee. They have a single archer unit over here that's still holding out against my Greek cavalry, but that is no longer the case. They've got a Pontic heavy cavalry there that just routed as well. And we're going to give chase to the remainder of their forces. Push these guys away with heavy losses, hopefully. There we go. Wow, we actually took some losses on our general. Don't know why that was, but there we go. Let's take a look at the casualties inflicted. Our Greek cavalry racking up the most there. I'm going to spend one turn replenishing some troops over here, and then I'll maybe reposition these forces. They were out of movement points, as it were. We can defend this colony here. I'm concerned about having to do much else. Defend it, though, we certainly can. The Egyptians sieged us. We were able to get our replenishment. Thank goodness. I didn't get this one militia cavalry replenished, probably because we had too many units there, and my body's guard is still replenishing. But we were able to... I wonder what the Egyptians have here. We'll have to save it for the next episode, but... let's see, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 infantry to our 7, 8. So they have 9 infantry to our 8. We have more cavalry though. We could probably win this by flexing out against them, and I probably will. So I'm going to save it here, and I will see you all next time. HeirofCarthage, signing out.